that you're a person, like a real live human being, not your role.
For years, Pastor Charles Jenkins has been the steady heartbeat of Fellowship Church, a voice of hope, a counselor for the broken, and a spiritual anchor for thousands. His sermons carried warmth, his leadership carried weight, and his presence alone often lifted those who entered the sanctuary seeking comfort. But one recent Sunday reminded the entire gospel community that even its strongest pillars can falter. The moment that stopped the sanctuary. The service had begun like any other. Vibrant worship, joyful singing, and Pastor Jenkins delivering a message infused with conviction and grace. But halfway through his sermon, something shifted. His words slowed, his posture wavered, and confusion rippled across the faces of those watching. Then, before anyone fully grasped what was happening, the pastor collapsed. Shock swept across the sanctuary. Bibles fell from hands, gasps echoed, and a room once alive with praise was instantly overtaken by fear. Several members rushed forward, including trained medical volunteers, moving with urgency and prayerful determination. What had begun as a morning of worship became a moment that none in attendance will forget. Swift action in a moment of crisis. Within seconds, volunteers were checking Pastor Jenkins' pulse and breathing, working with steady hands despite the anxiety in the room. Prayer circles formed spontaneously throughout the sanctuary as people knelt, stood, and held one another, whispering pleas for his safety. Church leaders calmly guided the congregation, reminding them to trust in God even in uncertainty. Paramedics arrived quickly, stabilizing Pastor Jenkins and transporting him to the nearest hospital. The sanctuary, still filled with lingering fear and tears, slowly transitioned into a space of prayer-led resilience. Everyone left, knowing they had witnessed something both frightening and deeply human. The community surrounds their shepherd. At the hospital, Pastor Jenkins was taken to the ICU for monitoring. His family gathered quietly, offering comfort and love, while church leaders communicated updates with compassion and transparency. What followed was an extraordinary wave of support. Prayer chains, late-night vigils, messages of encouragement, and online communities sending strength from across the country. The outpouring wasn't just about concern for a beloved pastor. It was a testament to the profound relationship between shepherd and congregation, built on years of shared faith, growth, and personal connection. A wake-up call for ministry. In the days that followed, many leaders began to reflect on the pressures carried by spiritual figures. Pastors often pour themselves into their work, giving endlessly without pause. The incident sparked honest conversations about rest, boundaries, and the shared responsibility of ministry. It reminded everyone that no leader, no matter how strong, can carry everything alone. Hope on the horizon. As updates trickled in from the hospital, relief spread through Fellowship Church. Pastor Jenkins began showing small signs of recovery, brief moments of awareness, soft responses to loved ones, a quiet strength returning. Doctors urged rest, and the congregation embraced patience, continuing their prayers with renewed gratitude, a legacy of strength and compassion. What happened that Sunday did more than shake a congregation. It united it. Pastor Jenkins's journey became a powerful reminder. Spiritual leaders are human, deserving of rest, understanding, and care. His recovery has not only brought hope, but also inspired a renewed commitment to compassion, balance, and faith. And as the community waits for the day he returns to the pulpit, one truth remains clear. They stand stronger together, held by the same love and faith that their pastor has poured into them for years.